When you are facing a difficult commitment or a demanding relationship, the natural impulse is to wait for an undeniable indicator. You look for a sign that guarantees the outcome before you are willing to risk the effort. This demand for certainty is the anxiety of control. It functions as a defense mechanism, allowing you to avoid the vulnerability required to build a connection that isn't prescripted. Waiting for the perfect set of conditions is an effective way to stay safe, but it also keeps you separate from the actual, messy environment where relationships are built. To bridge that gap, we use the daily integrity framework. It provides a specific method for maintaining your commitments without needing a lightning bolt to keep you motivated. Shifting your focus toward executing quiet, everyday actions builds a character that functions even when the path ahead is unclear. Before filling in the framework, you have to address the transactional mindset. This is the belief that every good action you take must be met with a specific, equivalent reward. Pick one area of your life where you are currently holding out for a guarantee. Consciously drop that requirement and accept the uncertainty that remains. Moving without a known outcome removes your primary defense. You are operating in a space where you no longer control the variables, which is the necessary starting point for genuine integrity. This brings us to step 1, fidelity and routine. It's the choice to perform an uncelebrated act of faithfulness in an exhausting relationship. It looks like washing dishes, sitting in a quiet hospital room, or listening to someone speak without checking the time. Avoid the temptation to turn these into cinematic gestures. These actions are only effective if they remain grounded and quiet. Supreme power reveals itself through the willingness to be vulnerable. It does not need a spectacle to validate its existence. The repetitive details of an ordinary relationship provide the specific context where love is tested and made real. Step 2 applies this same logic to the environments where you face external pressure. Consider a workplace scenario where you are looking at a spreadsheet next to an email containing misleading data. The environment is subtly nudging you to cut a corner to stay competitive. Choose to maintain absolute integrity in that moment. Send the accurate data, even if it removes your advantage or complicates your professional standing. When you refuse to play by the rules of a compromise system, you demonstrate a strength that doesn't rely on dominating others. That action completes our second pillar, integrity in work. This leads to step 3, compassion in conflict. Think of someone who has recently slighted you. To follow the framework, you must eliminate retaliation as an option and move towards solidarity. Perform one act of solidarity or forgiveness. This replaces the urge to retreat into your own resentment. This is the core principle of the framework. Supreme power does not require spectacles. It is enough for it to inhabit the flesh. By holding your ground at work and refusing to retaliate in a conflict, you change the mechanics of a toxic environment. This is your checklist. Drop the guarantees, maintain fidelity in the routine, uphold integrity at work, and choose compassion during conflict. Meaningful work does not require you to alter the laws of physics or seek out mystical experiences. The traffic, the monthly bills, and the dining room table are the staging grounds where this framework is actually applied. Identify one scenario waiting for you today and execute the step that corresponds to it. Look at these dust motes. We often wait for a sign from above, while the opportunity to act is already present in our messy reality. We look for God in the lightning, but He saves us from the dust of the everyday.